Hey guys, it's Amy Day, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day. It's Wednesday hump day. And I just realized my kitchen lights are not even on. Let me turn my lights on. I had to clean off the stove. How is everyone doing? I hope you've had a great day. I got to come home a little early today. I had some direct TV business to take care of. That's never fun business, is it? We are making the most simplest meal you can possibly cook keto. So I'm going to share that with you guys in case you've never thought of it. Because a lot of times when people change to keto, their mind automatically goes to super hard, expensive meals. But I'm going to show you something super easy, the easiest thing really. And I'm in the mood for some ice cream tonight. And I don't really want to buy any more Halo. I don't want to buy any more, what other kind was it? Rebel. I'm going to try to stay away from those ice creams. So I want to make my own homemade ice cream tonight. So I'm going to show y'all how I do that at my house. Hey, Donna and Tina. All right, so let me show you about the ice cream first so we can get in the freezer because I want to get it frozen really good. Hey, Tanya, how are you? All right, so the main ingredient is heavy cream. So you want to start off with some heavy cream. You can make as much or as little in a batch as you'd like. I don't know, I never really measured. I'm just going to pour. Now, y'all know heavy cream is good for keto. No carbs. Honestly, that's a lie. 1 carb. A lot of the things will tell you 0 carbs or less than 1 carb is really 1 carb per tablespoon. So I usually just pour. It doesn't take a whole lot, but I just pour a little bit. Now, if you want to measure it all, you can. This definitely will add up in calories, okay? But all ice cream has a lot of calories, right? Okay, so we've got heavy cream. I'm just putting it in my mixing bowl. You see that's not very much, right? It's not even a... That's about, I don't know, that's not even a half a cup. Maybe I should pour a little bit more. Because I'm going to make 2 ice cream bowls. So I'm going to do about a half a cup of heavy cream. I like to use confectionate sweetener. So one of my favorite sweeteners is Pure. Y'all know that, P-Y-U-R-E, Pure. If you buy a keto-friendly sweetener, always make sure you are looking at the ingredients. Because Trivia has 2 different lines. Pure has 2 different lines. Thank goodness Swerve don't. But there are a lot of different sweeteners on the market. So always read the packages and definitely check the ingredients. So this one is Pure, made with stevia. Okay, so when I look at the ingredients, it says organic erythritol and stevia leaf. That's what I'm looking for. A lot of these also have cane sugar, or it's made with cane sugar, which is just sugar. So I like to use a confectioner because confectioners really mix up really well, so it's not granulated and it's not, the consistency is not kind of like not salty, but you know what I'm talking about, gritty. It's not gritty. So I like to use a confectioner. Hey, Jennifer and Kim. I see Kim on there. Hey, Sarah. And hey, Michelle. All right, guys. So I'm making some homemade ice cream. Now, with the sweetener, you really can do as much or as little as you want. You kind of have to learn you have to kind of learn how much sugar is too much sugar for you. I usually use 2 tablespoons of Pure. You can do whatever kind of keto-friendly sweeteners you like, and you can taste it and add more, okay? So you can start small and then add more. So I've got my sweetener in there. Now I'm making a chocolate ice cream. My favorite chocolate powder that my mother-in-law actually has a better one that I hadn't had time to go buy yet. But this is from Walmart. It's Ghirardelli, 100% cacao. This has, I think, 3 carbs in 1 tablespoon, which I'm only using 1 tablespoon. So this is 3 carbs in the whole batch of ice cream, plus the carbs from the heavy cream. So 1 tablespoon of the cacao. And we're gonna go ahead and get my blender and mix this up. Super easy, here it goes. Daddy must be home. Is Daddy home a little bit? I guess Daddy's home. Say you, Ricky. Bye-bye. make this as thick or as creamy as you'd like. We're making like a whipped topping that's gonna turn it into ice cream. So you can see mine's not super, super thick, but it's a good whip. Ricky says, this for supper? Yes, it sounds good for supper. All right, I need a little bit more sweetener in mine because that your chocolate powder kind of makes it a little bitter. So I'm gonna add a little bit more sweetener. So we're talking about a homemade ice cream. Heavy cream, a confectioner, keto-friendly sweetener. I'm making mine chocolate. You can use any kind of extract, so you could add vanilla in there, strawberry, banana, any kind of flavor you want.
The cat is away in the mouse play.
Oh.
That's a riddle.
Huh.
The cat's away, the mouse play.
Okay.
What does that mean?
When the cat's away, the mice will play, you mean? Or something like that. It means when the boss ain't there. I left work early today. Ricky's telling me he didn't do any work after I left. All right, so we just blended this up a little more. Now I'm gonna add a little extras. You don't have to do anything extra. You can actually just pour this into whatever freezer bowl you're gonna use. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of cacao nips. Cacao nips are bitter, dark chocolate little chips. They are so super yummy in desserts. Like you wouldn't want to eat this by itself because it's very, very bitter. See how small they are? But it gives your ice cream a little crunch, a little more chocolate, a little more chocolatey crunch. So I'm just putting a little bit. Now these do have carbs. This has 4 carbs and 3 tablespoons. But you saw, and that wasn't even a tablespoon, like a half a tablespoon. All right, and then we're gonna put in a little bit of chopped pecans. You don't have to do this in your ice cream. I'm just showing you how I kind of make some at my house. Also, I'm going to show you guys a really good mud cake later in the week too. All right, so I'm just chopping these pecans up. You guys know nuts have carbs too, but we're adding very minimal. So in my pecan bag, it says there's carbs in an ounce, which is a 1/4 cup. That's not even a teaspoon. So I'm just stirring it up, and I'm gonna put it into one of my ramekins so I can put it in the freezer. Ricky's hungry. He's already got some pork rinds out over here snacking.
I ain't ate all that.
You didn't eat no lunch?
No.
Oh,
I'll take it.
oh. You still had time to eat it.
Yeah, I want to Rick.
Huh?
The rest of the time.
You want to what? Oh, talking to director today? You still could have ate.
Huh?
All right, so we're just stirring this up. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna stick this in the freezer and it's gonna be super yummy later. So you get to make it the sweetness you want. You can make whatever flavors you want. You don't have to add extras like I did. You can actually put a little bit of blueberries in there. You can do a little bit of raspberries in there. You can make your own ice cream. A lot better for you than those store-bought packaged products, even though the Halo ice cream is really, really good. So I'm gonna stick this in the freezer. Be right back.
You wouldn't even work long enough to get you a daggone snack in today. Let them swallow.
Now on to the most easiest keto dinner you can possibly make. Let's see who's jumped on. Hey, Sherry. Sherry said, what brand does your mom use that's better? Oh, my mother-in-law. She sent me a picture a long time ago. I'm going to have to find that picture. I never did go buy it. She says she buys it at GNC. I tasted it at her house. She made a frosting for a cake, and it was so yummy. Hey, Erica, how are you? Erica, did y'all eat the pesto pasta today? Did you like it?
Erica play hooky.
Erica, you play hooky? Erica? Oh, no. She went to cover for her sister.
Nope, she left
Erica,
the boss
I know better, Erica. Hey, Kelly. I know better than that. Let's say, hey, Crystal. Hey, Dad, how are you? All right, hey, Janice. All right, super easy dinner. So most people, when they go keto, they automatically, like their minds are just telling them they have to cook all these fancy meals and cook a lot of side dishes. They just think too much into it. But there are a lot of keto-friendly, simple 2-ingredient recipes. So I'm fixing to show you one. I love meatballs. My family loves meatballs, and I make meatballs a lot. like all ground. I'll make my own meatball. But there are a lot of low-carb meatball options when you're busy and you don't have time to prepare for dinner. So this is one that I buy at Sam's on occasion. It's really good. This is what they look like. I got them in a pan. I've got my oven on 350. So this is a Member's Mark. So, you know, I went to Sam's yesterday and I got some pesto. This is Member's Mark. Let me turn this around. Member's Mark mozzarella chicken meatballs. These meatballs only have 2 carbs and 3 meatballs. So that is really, really good. Let me double check that on myself. Yeah, 2 carbs for 3 meatballs. And these are big meatballs. Like, that's a pretty big size meatball. So there are options out there that you can actually buy that are real fast, and they really do meet your macros. They meet your carb counts that you need for the day. Now, do I buy a lot of packaged stuff? Y'all know I don't. I really do like as clean possible eating as I can, but these really are not bad. You get 2 packages, so there's a lot of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. I think there's 20 meatballs in this package. So you get 2, and they last a little while. You can freeze them, or you can put them in the oven. You can put them in a skillet, but super simple. So I've got my oven on 350. It just beeped, so I'm gonna put these in. Woo. I'm gonna put these in here for 7 minutes because it says to cook them for 10. I'm gonna put those in there for 7 minutes, and you know what I'm gonna do after that? I've got a jar of Raos. Does everyone know what Raos is? If you don't know what Raos is, say what's that in the comments. But if you do know Raos and you love Raos, give me some hearts. If you know Raos and you love Raos, give me some hearts. Ricky loves it.
No, I don't.
You dang liar.
It looks like poop.
I'm not talking about pesto.
Oh.
I'm talking about Raos, the marinara. So as soon as these finish in 7 minutes, I'm going to pour a jar of Raos over the meatballs, and then I'm going to put mozzarella on top of that, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and we're done. That is the easiest keto-friendly meal anybody can make. So you don't have to spend tons of time in the kitchen. You definitely don't have to spend tons of money, but you can eat keto. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to think simple and think easy and sustainable. Talking about Sam's, you have to wear a mask starting Monday, and it's mandatory to get in the door. It's mandatory everywhere in my town, Tanya. So we've been wearing masks I've been wearing masks since this all started in March for work. But we had to start wearing a mandatory mask everywhere in public. When was it, Ricky? A week ago? About a week ago. So that's just the norm around here, Tanya. So get used to it. Hey, Tammy, how are you? All right, guys, so super easy dinner. Mozzarella chicken meatballs. They are good. I buy mine at Sam's, but you don't have to have a Sam's membership. They have meatballs all over. Just look at the ingredients to make sure it meets the needs for your diet. We don't want high carb. We also don't want to just go crazy with calories. So this is 3 meatballs, has 170 calories, 2 carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 16 grams of protein. This is awesome for keto. We're just going to pour Raos over them and some mozzarella cheese, a little Italian seasoning maybe, and that's it. Call it a night. So super easy. We just made our ice cream. I hope you guys have a great night. If I can help you in any way, just send me a message. Bye.